Hello, I'm Cordell, and what is the Christmas version of Trick or Treat?
Hi, I'm Sammy, and what kind of Pokemon are you? Again, I guess.
My name is Caleb, and we've got games this time.
And welcome to Junk House.
It's a psychobilly freakout!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Junk House. That's right. 'Tis the reason for the season.
It's a reasoning for the seasoning. Season
It's
your
a
food.
Ooh, yeah. Season your cast iron skillet.
Ooh.
Okay, we do have to start this with an important announcement. I found out yesterday that the voice actor for the Woggle Bug has died.
What?
Yep. I was just like looking on YouTube. I was just chilling out on YouTube. I've been really sick. That's probably why viewers.
That's why he
listeners can hear my
died?
voice. He died because I'm sick. But I was just chilling out on YouTube, and I like look at my phone, and our Lord and Savior Cynthia posted a YouTube video, just titled like "Important Announcement," and he has died.
I'm at a weird
gosh.
crossroads, emotionally speaking here.
Yeah,
Because on the one hand, a human life has been snuffed out, and that is always like a somber thing to a degree. On the other hand, I've never met this human, and they voice acted the Wogglebug, so I wanna do some goofs, but I don't know what the appropriate path is here.
Yeah. I mean, like, rest in peace, of course. He was a great
Rest in
voice
peace. Yeah,
actor.
rest in peace. Patrick Monteo, you will be missed. And I'm sad that you're gone, but this does open up the door for Cordell to become the Wogglebug.
I think
really
my time
does.
has come, and I'm going to expect generous compensation for my artistic work as the Wogglebug.
I will point out that during the Wogglebug episode, we all did say we would do the voice acting for free. So that
That's an issue.
So that is an issue.
I'll set up a Patreon for anyone who wants exclusive Wogglebug voice acting content.
I think the way you're phrasing it, you may want to do an OnlyFans for that kind of exclusive content.
Oh, if you want to get wogged, come to my OnlyFans.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the big reason I'm also bringing this up is because in the Discord, there's already been people that are like 4channing it. Like somebody just said, the article says it's believed he may have been well, this is crazy too. I don't know if this is accurate because I haven't read the article, but this is what this person says. This article says it is believed he may have been a victim of sexual assault prior to his death.
Oh.
And then they say, and then they go 4chan and go, maybe homosexuals were involved. And like are like trying to blame gay people.
Oh, the internet.
No.
Yeah. So it's just like, hey, no. He was just kind of like an older man, I believe, and just
he was an older man doing good work by being the Wogglebug.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh. Well,
which that is the one thing I do want to say here in a weirdly genuine moment. Maybe it's because it's December 1st when we're recording and now I'm all sentimental and this is Christmas, Cordell. I don't know. Genuine moment, though. If you're doing something like what Cynthia's doing with this Wogglebug series, it's literally objectively only for good. Like, goof all we want, but it is literally just a nice thing trying to make the world a little bit better. And I can't overly dunk on anybody trying to just make the world better. That's such a good thing. It's for kids. They're just trying to put a little bit of brightness out there. I love that. So thank you, Wogglebug voice actor, and may you rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
I have gotten a lot of genuine joy from Wogglebug. So
Yeah. That might be my favorite episode of this podcast is the one that we did over the Woggle Bug.
Really
so
I agree very much so.
But this one's going to be good too.
Oh, yeah. You got no idea. I got all the goods coming. You ready for them?
I'm ready for your goods, Cordell. Put them all over me.
Let me reach into this big old sack of goods and see what goods flow out. Oh, wow. Look at the bottom of the sack. It's a fun little idea. So, what is the Christmas version of trick-or-treating?
Christmas caroling.
Oh, that's actually a much better answer than what I was going to say.
Yeah, it's just Christmas.
But what's your answer?
Well, my answer was going to be a Secret Santa white elephant thing.
I mean, that's
like
good for the
trick or
giving,
treat, you know?
Yeah.
But no, Christmas caroling is actually the answer, apparently. I didn't think about that.
All right, great episode, everybody.
Goodbye. Have a good one.
Next episode of Also Easy Answers, we're going to solve world hunger.
Don't be greedy. But no, I think we should do a Junk House Secret Santa with the three of us, and I want us to plan the logistics of it right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the problem is there's only three of us. So
it'll be a secret.
I will know instantly if I have Cordell, then that means Cordell has Sammi, because if Cordell has me, then that means Sammi has herself. And I do want to see like the Charlie Brown Christmas special moment of one of us drawing our own name and realizing we have to get a gift to ourselves, which is essentially just like Christmas masturbation. And that is
Chris masturbation.
Chris masturbation. Absolutely.
So yeah, I just could go a couple ways here. Obviously, we're all going to know who has who, so it's not very secret. But I was thinking either we just get each other genuine nice little trinkets or something, or we just like do gag gifts for each other for the memes.
I feel like
memes and the memes.
I feel like gag gifts is the Junk House spirit, but it has to be genuinely good gag gifts.
Yeah, like I can't mail you a box of glitter.
No, I would kill you. I would absolutely murder you. I would.
Yeah.
No. For example, if I got Cordell, I would get him 100 copies of the magic card Dan Dan, which is a notoriously horrible magic card that costs like a penny a piece.
I have a friend who, speaking of magic, there's a card called Colossal Dreadmaw.
And it is, yes, I love this.
It is just a big dumb dinosaur. It costs 6 mana, has 6 power, 6 toughness, no abilities, just a dinosaur.
I think it tramples.
I don't even know if it has trample, to be honest.
Yeah, but Colossal Dreadmaw.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's vanilla.
No, that boy tramples.
Okay, that boy tramples. Anyway. That's very meaningful for all of you junkies out there to know he tramples. But
I had to be right.
It's a meme card. It is worthless. No one plays it anywhere important. And so my friend made a 100 card deck for another person, got clear sleeves, and used 100 Colossal Dreadmaws as the backings for the sleeves. So it is a deck sleeved in another card. And it's a delightful, double huge monstrosity that is just really good to look at. And I think that's the kind of gifts we want to go for, is like, let's get memeing on each other. Let's have a good time. Because it's the season, and I do love y'all, but also, I don't know if I'll have it in me fiscally to do legitimate gifts for you. So the gift of fun content sounds like a better way to go.
Yeah. I'm also a broke bitch, so this is a great idea.
Yep. Uh-huh. I thought we all might be in similar places. Also, Caleb's married.
Caleb's gotten married.
We forgot about that one.
I do be married now. And that is it has been a fun time. My honeymoon was very good, except that on the last day I got some kind of sickness. It is unknown whether it was food poisoning or a stomach bug, but that was not very fun. That the last night of my honeymoon, I did not get to sleep in the same bed as my wife. But it's okay.
Do you think there's a world where if you have really bad diarrhea, you just sleep in the tub? And then
oh
that way
God!
You can just
Oh
keep
no,
the sleep
no!
and,
Hey,
like,
this is a bad joke. This is a bad line of joke.
this is
we're
half
doing.
serious. I kind of think this is a legitimate way to get a half decent night's sleep if you got a bad tummy time.
I did just no.
Okay.
Also, Cordell, I can buy you 20 copies of Dan Dan right now.
If you're gonna,
well, I guess.
I guess that means I have Sammi.
Well, I was gonna say, I guess we can do the wheel chooser. We can let the wheel choose.
Yeah, let's do the wheel choose. Let's do the wheel.
That's how I did the family Secret Santa. I guess not really a gift exchange because everybody knows as well. But let me throw your names in here. I should have been doing this the entire time.
Well, there are a lot of names,
There's
so you should have
many
thought ahead.
names.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go in
Cables.
alphabetical order. So Caleb first. We're gonna click spin a bunch.
Yep.
And Caleb has gotten. Well, isn't this perfect? Caleb got Cordell.
All right,
So
time to order.
Which means Cordell has Sammi, which means Sammi
Boom.
has Caleb.
Exactly. That was easy as
There we go.
butter. Just
Caleb,
had to spin it once.
are you really going to announce the joke gif you got me on air the moment we come up with the idea?
No, that is an idea I have. I'm just letting you know that it will be. I will let you know, Cordell, that it will be magic related.
That is fair. So, Sammi, real quick question for you.
Yes.
This episode will come out next week. No? Yes?
The episode we're recording right now?
Yeah.
This will come out tomorrow.
Oh, sick. Okay. So it comes out tomorrow. That
the 2nd
gives,
of December for the listeners.
yeah. That gives us 3 weeks till the December 23rd episode release. I think we should plan to share our gifts then.
That sounds perfect.
Try to have them shipped in the mail by that time so that we can open them on the recording.
Yeah.
But also if you can't, that's cool too. You could straight up, I could just ship from Amazon to Sammy's house or wherever I bought the gift and then be like, Sammi, don't open it till recording time.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that sounds like a good plan.
I think what may be a good thing is because I think inevitably we're probably all going to get it from some website and get it shipped to the person.
Yeah.
What may be good is still put your name on the package to receive. So that way Cordell sees a package arrive at his house that's addressed to Caleb Burley. Oh, that must be my gift.
Yeah. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I will separate it from the other dozens of Caleb Burley shipments I get weekly.
Fun fact, I actually shipped my engagement ring to Cordell because I was going to do it in Cersei, and I figured that was safer than me trying to remember to grab it before I left.
Yeah. And they still haven't noticed that it's a replacement ring they have now.
Nope.
Sorry, bad joke.
No.
Bad joke, don't like. Let's not.
Where does that scale next to the diarrhea tub?
I would put it above diarrhea tub or below diarrhea tub in order of badness because diarrhea tub makes me still want to actively vomit a little bit.
Cool. I'm doing a great job of batting
it's a great
good average.
It's a great episode that we can coin the term diarrhea tub live on air.
I just think it's a legitimate solution to a sucky problem, but we'll discuss the budget for these gifts off air, and that's all I got for y'all.
Yeah. Well, you're about to talk a little bit more
I love talking.
Because I did a terrible opener, but I just really wanted to have another classic Sammy Gush sesh about the new Pokemon games.
They're so good.
So
and I was
good.
hoping you'd bring this
Love
up.
them. I really love them. I honest to God thought you were going to as well. And we were just going to serendipitously just have the same words. Are hard.
Well, lucky for you, I forgot.
Yeah. Hey, that's perfect. But, yeah, I don't know. This is honestly the most fun I've had in a Pokemon game in a while. All of the like glitches and stuff people have been bugs I've like never really seen. I've seen like a couple of Pokemon in a wall.
Yeah, a couple Pokemon in a wall, a couple Pokemon a little bit below the floor.
Yeah.
I will say I have a little bit of a conspiracy theory regarding the like all the glitches people find, and I think
I agree with this though.
I think it is Nintendo's like pirating software or pirating like safeguard, because Pokemon Company has been dealing with leaks for years. They've been dealing with people data mining for years. They've been dealing with hacks, and like we saw during Sword and Shield games that like they started cracking down on hackers pretty hard. And so my theory is that the games will not work as well as intended if you try to modify them or if you like download them early or anything like that. So I feel like a lot of the glitches we saw come flooding out of the gates within the first like 12 hours of the games being released. I think it was people modding and hacking and getting their due result from that personally. Because I've just not run into that.
Yeah, that seems to be my experience too. Like all of these crazy, I guess I haven't done as much online stuff, and maybe that's where people are seeing it. But still,
that is
like,
fair.
I haven't even seen anything near to the glitches and stuff that people have been posting.
No, I have not either.
I also just really like the Pokemon this gen. I was not expecting to be as like in love with the fucking salt Pokemon as I am.
Nacli?
Yeah.
Like his final evolution. Oh my god.
Garganackle?
Yeah, Garganackle.
Garganical might be it.
Garganical. That sounds a very
Gargamel.
A better way to.
It's Gargamel, the Smurf's bad guy, but he's a Pokemon.
But he's just like really good. Like I'm just even looking at his ability. His main ability is purifying salt, which means it can't get status conditions and have the damage taken from ghost type moves, which is really nice because the one I have has a Terra type of ghost. It's just so good.
This is like what I love about that line specifically too is how chemically specific they get, as well as lore specific. Like salt is NaCl, like sodium chloride, chemically, and it's Nacli, and then like Knucklestat, like it is literally just salt, and then they're shaped in all the squares because salt comes in the crystals and the cubes. And then on top of that, like the purifying salt cure being its signature move, and then having things from ghost type because they added in like the lore around salt. Like it's just a home run for flavor.
It's so good. I love it so much.
I need to look and see some of my favorites.
Finizen. It's the dolphin Pokemon. It's
so funny.
Fucking good. It evolves into Palafin.
Which is the same dolphin, but with a heart on its chest.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be a playoff of Paladin because it has an ability called Zero to Hero. And its main attack is called Flip Turn. So it's like a U-turn attack. It hits them and then goes back into wall. But when you throw back out that Paladin, it goes into hero mode. And it looks like a superhero. And like it stats like double, was that?
Its stats are ludicrous when it's in hero mode.
Yeah, its base stat total is 650 when it's in hero mode.
Which is on par with legendary Pokemon.
Yeah. Like pseudo legendaries normally have a base of 600.
I I love the new Pokemon. I love that Fuecoco has no brain. I nicknamed my Fuecoco, who I did choose as my starter.
Same.
I will. Okay.
I picked Sprigatito, but that was because I wanted to use the Fire Ghost Knight dude with the sword hands, Saraledge. I wanted to use him, so I picked a grass starter so I could have him.
Olivia picked Sprigatito as her starter. But
I think Masquerade, sorry to interrupt. I think Masquerada is my favorite design of the 3 starters.
I actually like Skeledirge the most.
I really like Skeledirge, but something about the magician cat with the dropping a bomb as its like attack is so cool to me.
Yeah. I love the memes that Quackwaval is just if Blaziken were a bottom.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
I haven't seen that, but it's true.
But no, I love. I nicknamed my beautiful boy Wilder because my dog Wilder also has no brain. So it's just the perfect little match.
Yeah.
We'll go around and we'll say some good nicknames we've had. Like I've named my first Azumarill. I caught Fair Wages.
Beautiful.
My Skeledirge is named Peps. Do I have any more good ones? I named a Lucario I got Furry Bait. My favorite one, and has been one of my new favorite Pokemon, my Kilowattrel, which is just a fucking sick Pokemon.
Kilowattrel's so good.
I named it Zapped twice.
I like that. I like that.
I named my Capsakid Spice Girl.
That's good.
That's really good.
That's good.
I nicknamed my Corviknight Greg.
Yeah. I named my Palafin Clark Fint.
Oh, mine is a female, and I just named it Karazor.
My Fido is my Fido is
for the audience.
Bread.
Wait, you're what?
My Fido is Bread.
That's a good name. Gotta name him Bread. What if I named things? I don't know if I've
Dung.
I'm gonna be right. Oh, I named the Dung Beetle Rolo.
And then I love that.
I will say this has been a heavy hitting generation for the bug types. They have been so good design wise. Like Law Kicks, I know is like just kind of everywhere, but I think the design of like a ninja grasshopper is super cool.
So dope.
I love the Dung Beetle Relor evolves into this like inner peace psychic bug that like carrying like maybe an egg, maybe an embryo, who knows? It's all so good. And then there was another bug that I just love.
Talking about that, the Slitherwing. Well, I've said it on air. My favorite Pokemon is Volcarona.
Yeah. Well, real quick, this is a spoiler thing for late game stuff. I don't know how deep Caleb is in, and I don't know how much Caleb guards against spoilers.
Caleb hasn't even beat the first gym and does not care about spoilers.
Carry on.
Oh, okay. So in these games, in each game there's past and future Pokemon. Excuse me. So like in Scarlet, all of the forms are like Paradox from the past, and Violet, everything's from the future. So I have both, but I started with Scarlet. So there is a Volcarona form for both future and past,
which is awesome for you.
Which is amazing for me. You can't breed these Paradox Pokemon, which is sad because I wanted to breed like. I have a perfect regular Volcarona. I wanted to breed a perfect of the future and the past. Blah, 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 blah.
Got it.
I'm saying all of this to say the past Volcaronas is a bug fighting type. And it looks really cool. I really like it. I caught one and I named it Punch Buggy.
Oh, that's good.
That's so good.
The future one is Fire Poison, which is dope.
Yes, it's like a rowboat. Well, all of the future ones are like robots, and they're just
They are robots.
They are robot.
What have I? Oh, I named my tarantula Rancho.
Hell yes.
Which I will say, Spite Ops is one of my favorite designs from the new generation, and I will be forever pissed that its stats are too bad to even really use in game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's
my LeChonk is named Pork and Beans. And my Pommy is named Baby. Because he's a baby.
I named my Tatsugiri Sushi, which is really on the nose, but he's just my favorite little sushi fish.
I love the sushis. I named the I guess it was a LeChonk when I got it. So I now have the evolution of LeChonk, but I named it Grandmother.
Yes, I remember
that. Was
that.
one of you guys that told me to name it. It was Miranda. Miranda told me to name it Grandmother.
When it was like Grandmother.
Grandmother. I was like, okay.
Grandmother.
Yeah, my names aren't super funny this generation. I've just been like, a Tinka Tink. I'm gonna name that Tinka. And then she's the perfect gal now as a Tinkaton. My Saraledge is named Cal, like short for Excalibur. My Annihilate, which was named Caesar, like from Planet of the Apes. So I'm not like super funny this gen. Clark Fint is kind of the peak of my comedy.
I start off with trying to be funny, like naming LeChonk Pork and Beans. Like that's fun. And then at some point, I give up trying to be funny with nicknaming my Pokemon, and that's how we get my beautiful little mouse, Tandem Mouse. That's name is I forgot to name this one.
Oh, that's good.
But I eliminated some of the vowels to make it fit within the 12 character naming constraint.
If I had a Tandem Mouse, I would name it Monogamy. I feel like that's a good one.
I like
that. You should go catch one.
I should.
Or are you
go
too weak of a Pokemon master to get it?
I'm a real master.
My salt line, I started out by naming the first one I got Too Mad. And then I got one that was slightly better, so I named it Free
I love
Mad.
that. I love that so much.
But the two ends of the spectrum for me, I'm just now looking at, is I had a Smoliv, which was like the first Smoliv I got, I believe. I named it Virgin.
Yeah, that's good.
And then next to it in the same box is a Girafarig named Race Car, with both R's capitalized.
That's very good. That's genius, because Girafarig is a palindrome.
Exactly.
I never realized it was a palindrome until right now.
And that is why Farigiraf is another palindrome, but it's like inverted on itself.
I should catch a bunch of them and just only name them palindromes.
Yeah.
Next one's going to be Taco Cat.
Taco Cat. I am fast on the tail of finally evolving a Gimmighoul.
Ooh, okay.
And have y'all seen Gimmighoul's evolution at all in game?
In game, no, but I've seen pictures online.
Do you know how it moves?
No.
It surfs on a thing of gold coins.
Oh my god.
That's so good.
Its name is like Golden Go because it finally got enough coins, and my brother showed me when we were playing online together. The dude just surfs around. The dude just surfs, and he's like legit good. He's a ghost steel. His ability is good as gold. His body of pure solid gold gives it full immunity to status moves from other Pokemon.
What the fuck?
And its signature move is called Make It Rain. It is a steel type move with base power 120.
What the fuck?
And it attacks by throwing out a massive coins. It lowers the user's special attack, but you earn money after the battle.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah. And also it's got 550 base stat total.
I love that. Oh my god. I need to. I only have 200 coins, it seems, but.
So there's a decent strategy if you want to start like mining them, because they'll appear, they have a chance to respawn daily. But like, I've been looking up locations of the treasure chests for Gimme Ghoul, because when you catch that one, you're going to get more coins than just finding a random one walking around.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's like a 0.1% chance of just getting like 700 coins when you find one, and I wish I was that lucky.
Oh my god. Oh my lord.
I see, this is like, I love Pokemon, but you guys are so much more into Pokemon than I am. Cause like, I'm gonna try and make this the first one, which I got Violet. I'm gonna try and make this the first one where I actually complete a Pokédex. And I just don't, it already seems like a daunting task.
Well, it is fairly daunting.
But the big thing about the dauntingness is you get your friends to help you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you thought about this, but your friends might have Pokemon that you don't and are willing to at least trade them to you to fill up that Pokedex. And then you can
not this friend.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, other friends.
I am the type of Pokemon motherfucker, and I've said this on the podcast before, I'm pretty sure. I've created a living dex before, which is where you have one Pokemon of every Pokemon. So like Bulbasaur, Venusaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur all in the box. So like that was one of my jobs, right? Was just like, oh, you want the Pokédex?
Yeah.
And like they instant fill the Pokédex for friends.
Yeah.
And shit. Like
trade it over, trade it back.
Yeah. So which one do you have, Caleb?
I have Violet.
Okay, so like I'll for sure have Pokemon that you don't have and can't get because they're version exclusives. So you can just be like, hey, I've got every Pokemon except for Zebubabip and Donga. And I'm like, okay, I have all of those. So
see now, Pokemon hire us because I would love to get Zebubabip and Donga
Donga's
into
my
a
favorite
game.
of those, but
yeah, but if you haven't seen Donga's evolution, woof.
Ooh, Donga.
I know. I was about to say Badongadonk.
Badongadonk, yeah.
So much better.
I do want to take a moment to say, as far as version exclusives go, there's a very good balance to these games where like I think the normal run of the mill exclusives are better for Violet, but when you get to Paradox Pokemon, Scarlet blows it out of the water.
Yeah.
Personally, I think Scarlet's designs are way better. I was a little bit annoyed when all the Violet Paradox Pokemon were just Pokemon but robot. That was frustrating for me. Granted, the like Scarlet ones aren't too much different, but they are objectively cooler. But have you, Sammy, gotten the like ruinous legendaries, all the dark ones?
Oh yes.
They're so cool.
They're so dope. They're like Oh.
No, you go. You go.
I really like each of them are like items that became Pokemon. And I think that's pretty dope.
Caleb, have you in your playing found a random like glowing stake sticking out of the ground that you can talk to, and when you pull it out, it disappears?
Yeah, I've found 2 so far, and I didn't know what they were, so I just pulled them out of the ground.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Basically, this is wild. You have to take the history classes at the school.
Gross.
Pass the whole history class, befriend the history teacher. She's kind of hot, though. It's okay. Once you befriend her, or just Google it. Yeah, you could.
That's what I did, to be honest.
Wait, I thought you had to talk to her to activate the story.
No. The only thing talking to her does is she puts it on your map, but you don't have to talk to her at all to actually catch the pokers.
Basically, if you look up where the shrine locations are, each one of the shrines, there are 4 shrines, each shrine has 8 stakes in the ground. And then once you find and pull out those 8 stakes in the area around it, the Pokemon comes out and you can go fight it at the shrine and catch it. And they're all really cool designs. I liked learning the lore though, because it made me appreciate them. And I thought I had to, so go ahead and skip it if you want to.
I'll probably do it, honestly, just because that's more my thing.
Yeah. You'll probably go through the classes?
Probably.
Yeah, it is the only classes I have taken at school.
I took all of the classes, but I did it after I beat the Elite Four.
Yeah, yep.
I was just like, okay. I mean, I had already caught all the 4 Pokemon too. I was like, I guess you get some bonuses for this. So
yeah. Do you think there's a way to trade the Gimme Ghoul coins to another game? Because that might make the process easier and also let you start the game early with the dude.
I don't imagine there is a way, unless like, I'm
gonna Google it right now.
The only thing I can think of and what I can test, since I was looking at my Pokemon's nicknames anyway, is if Pokemon can hold the shit. Okay, no. Since it's like a material, at least that way it doesn't work. You cannot like have a Pokemon hold it. I was thinking you like can let a Pokemon hold it and then trade it over to whatever game, and then you know pull them out of your pocket. That
sucks.
Did the answer no?
Yeah, don't tell me no.
Yeah.
That's okay, I don't mind.
That's all right.
But all that to say, if you like Pokemon and have been like hesitant about these games because people have like trashed on them for a while, the internet's just ceaselessly negative. The games are delightful. They're not perfect, but they're delightful. Go for it. Play them.
Yeah, honestly, I have not run into many of the glitches other than at one point I was on my riding Pokemon, the legendary one that you get that I don't know the name of. I'm floundering.
I think yours is Miraidon.
Miraidon. I was on Miraidon and I accidentally jumped my way over a small mountain and landed in an area that I could not get out of because there was water to one side and I couldn't jump back over the mountain.
Oh no.
And so I just kind of got stuck there for a bit and I didn't know how to fast travel. So I just was randomly flailing and hitting buttons until I figured out how to fast travel.
Yeah, I love that this game lets you fly from the beginning.
Yes, it is very nice. Also love the fact that Corviknight will be an endangered species before too much longer.
Excuse me.
That is the best piece of lore ever. Still mad that Tinkaton has bad attack stats, but like this crazy lady with a big hammer loves hitting rocks at this awesome bird just for the heck of it, so it can like steal the armor and make its own mate, like hammers.
That's so
genius.
Sick. Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah. Tinkaton just like launching rocks at Corviknight.
Yep. Also, apparently, Tinkaton's shiny. Her color doesn't change, but her hammer looks like rusted almost. Like it looks like it's oxidized silver because Corviknight's shiny is silver.
Oh.
Which means when she takes the metal off of it and builds her hammer, it starts to tarnish. And that is so good.
Dope.
That is so good. I love it so much. It's such a good game.
Better attack stats,
right?
Also, we can talk about things the game should have all day long, but there are so many things the game does right. And like, actually, I'll go ahead and say my topic was partially going to be talking about Pokemon. So this is like just perfect. Like, there are so many small quality of life improvements. Like the fact that you can hit minus to auto heal your Pokemon. Brilliant. My favorite thing that literally made me almost drop my Switch from joy is the Pokeball catching animation is just a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate That was like my least favorite part of every Pokemon game is having to wait to see if I actually caught this Pokemon or not. So the fact that it is so much faster makes me so much happier.
Yeah. I just love that the game gives you so much to do. Like, obviously, do I hope they add in like DLC side quests that just populate the region for a little bit extra? Yeah, but like this game gives you 3 different plots that you can go through at your leisure as you decide to do it. And it gives you all of this world to explore. Like whenever I was going around to look at the shrines, I started seeing places and I was like, wait, what is that? And then I'd go and I'm like, oh, this is really dope. Like this area doesn't have anything going on, but they took the time to design all the cool like hiding spots for items and all the cool like locations. Like it is a really, really cool world and region that they've designed.
Yeah.
And I just hope we get more excuses to explore like every part of it.
Yeah. I absolutely love it. I was telling Cordell yesterday, like my approach to this game is the same as my approach to any playthrough of Breath of the Wild that I do, which is I don't care about the plot. I see something cool, I walk until I get to it, and I do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Don't
I
forget
catch
to
a
do gyms,
lot of
though, so you
Pokemon.
can-
Yeah, I'm working on the gyms. I'm close to the grass gym, but I got in this little desert area, and I've just been kind of wandering around there, doing some fun stuff.
Yeah.
So, found some weird spikes that pulled out of the ground, caught some Pokemon. Okay, can I talk about the other video game innovation that has happened within the past week that changed?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Nintendo Switch Sports has released golf.
Yes.
Caleb was so excited.
It should have been there on launch. It should have been there on launch, but it wasn't. We move on. The day it came out, which was 2 days ago, okay, I played 9 rounds of golf.
Oh my God.
You played 81 holes.
And I came in first every time in survival.
Oh my God, you legend.
Was this online play or was
this was
just
online?
Like-
I only play online. I don't play against CPUs. I pay to use Nintendo online. I'm gonna use it. And let me tell you, this game, it takes the angle at which, like when you're holding the thing, the angle your wrist is at impacts it to such a fine degree that you actually have full control over the ball in this game.
That's so sick.
So if you have Nintendo Switch Sports, play it. If you don't have it, I actually suggest it at this point. It is such a brilliantly done thing. They actually also supported a LAN functionality, so you can direct challenge your friends in Switch Sports now. It is a different game now that golf is involved. It is brilliant game.
Hell yeah.
What are the odds that Caleb becomes like globally ranked in this Switch golf game?
Already am. Already in the
so
competitive. Already in the competitive golfing circuit. I'm in A tier right now. There's only one tier above me, so I've got to get my stroke game down. Because right now I'm still hitting like par to bogey, so par or par plus 1.
You got to get that stroke game down.
I've got to get the stroke game down. It's getting, it's a little messy sometimes.
It's getting harder too. So you got to like really keep stroking at it.
It's getting harder. Sometimes I get it in the wet. Sometimes I get it in the rough. Sometimes
you knock it into the bush.
Sometimes I've hit it into a few bushes in my life. you know, the past couple months it's only been one bush, but
You took the innuendo and you said no. It's time to be literal.
It's time to take it too far. That was like, there was a recent episode of Mabim Bam where Travis said, yeah, because I'm going to be the one to abandon a bit before it's not funny. And I've never related to something more in my life.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Speaking of another game that I think everyone should play, if y'all haven't tried Marvel Snap,
so good.
Gotta play that game. It is.
Are you on it?
You played it?
I've not.
Okay, so good.
So it is
free.
Free is the biggest thing, and it is shockingly generous for a mobile game. Like it gives you cards to start out with, and then you progress through the game by upgrading your cards. So but nothing about the card itself changes, simply the visuals change. So you'll do challenges, get credits, and then use the credits to upgrade your cards, which will then progress your collection to get you more cards.
And there's a generous amount of easily done challenges. So it's not like, oh, I feel like I have to spend money in the game because I'm not getting anything. Like, no, if you play like 3 or 4 games a day, you will probably accomplish 75% of the challenges.
Yeah. And it is, there's a shocking amount of diversity in the options and in the meta. And the structure of the game, Sammy, is super simple. There are 6 turns in a game, and that's it. So each turn, each of you plays your cards at the same time. You get 1 extra energy each turn. So turn 1, you have 1, turn 2, you have 2, turn 3, you have 3. And each card has a cost and then a power. And each one of them will have a little effect too. And basically, 6 turns, then there are 3 locations. You win 2 of the 3 locations, you win the game. And there's a lot of complexity within it, but it is simple, and the games are bite-sized enough that you can just play a couple and then move on. It's so good and so fun. And they just added a way to choose the cards you're gonna get. They added in a collector, yeah, that's what it is. So in the store, a couple times a day a new card will show up and be like, hey, if you want this directly, you can get it directly, and you can even pin it to the store so it doesn't refresh on you.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just really, really fun. I wanted to plug that game because I have so much fun with it. And they add 2 new challenges 3 times a day. So I pick it up a couple times a day and play a little bit, and I'm good. It's just so good.
Yeah, it's definitely good. It's kind of I would say it's similar. It's also kind of similar to Magic in a way that it is easy to learn, but the more you get into it, the more complexities there are. Yeah. And it is genuinely very fun and easy to pick up. And
the tutorial is less than 5 minutes, and then you just know how to play the game.
Okay.
Yeah. And the tutorial deck that it gives you, it can carry you for a while. Not gonna lie.
And then the real cool thing, Sammy, about it too is I mentioned the 3 locations. You turn 1 reveals the first, turn 2 reveals the second, turn 3 reveals the third, and each location has its own abilities and own ways that it changes the strategy of the game around you.
Yeah.
So it's not just your deck versus their deck. The locations themselves adjust playstyle greatly.
My favorite location to get, I can't remember if it's the Nexus or the Warp. It's one of those 2. And what it does is it reads your total power at this location is added to each other location.
That's the Nexus.
Okay. I thought it was so out of nowhere. Oh, well, I have nothing in the other two, but I know if I load up the Nexus with my strongest, highest power, it will get me there.
Yeah. It's just so fun. And there's straightforward, normal kind of decks. There's discard decks where you want to lose your own cards out of your hand. There's destroy decks where you want to destroy your own cards on the field. Like there's moving decks. I
play a move deck. So the point is to move your cards from location to location, which you normally cannot do.
But the cards let you do it, and then some cards have a payoff of like the Vulture is my favorite. Like when he moves, he gets +5 power.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So he gets huge really quick if you can move him a couple times. The game is just very well designed, and like they just added pool 4 and pool 5, which like as you go through the pools, the cards get more complex. So they just added like the next couple small batches of like even more complex cards that really change the game when you get up to that level of play.
Yeah, when did it come out? Like this year, right?
It was like a couple weeks ago.
No, it was the beta has been out for a couple months. They have gone through multiple.
I meant like full launch was like late October, maybe.
Full launch was later on October. I think that's whenever I got it. But like they had like prize reward tier things that you could pay for since the beginning.
I remember hearing you guys talk about it for a while.
Yeah, it is just so worth it. It is just easy to download, easy to play, and it's like eating a bag of chips. Sometimes you have to force yourself to close the bag after this bite because you will lose hours playing these little bite-sized matches because it's just that fun.
Yeah, like the longest a match really like you may have a match that lasts like 5 minutes. Maybe.
Well, each turn has like a 30, 45 second, maybe a minute timer. So like the longest, if it's a minute timer, the longest the game could last with animations is like 7 minutes.
Yeah, unless Limbo is on, which Limbo causes a 7th turn to happen, which changes the game fundamentally, and I love it. Yeah. It's such a good game.
Yeah. And it made for great radio just now.
True.
And another good game that also makes for great radio is Guitar Hero 2, which is where I discovered the song Psychobilly Freak Out by the Reverend Horton Heat.
Excellent transition.
A banger of a song.
We did have to make an official statement real quick, though. We are no longer friends with Nintendo, specifically with their Smash and how they've been treating. I don't know if you guys have seen. Smash World Tour was a thing that was going to happen this month, and they were going to have a Smash World Tour all of next year. For the basics, Nintendo basically said fuck that and told them a day before Thanksgiving that the tournament they were going to start in a couple of weeks can no longer exist. So we're on the fuck Nintendo timeline, especially for Smash. So just wanted to, at least for me, put that on record. They've always been shitty with competitive Smash. So this is not surprising, but it really sucks.
How's our Smash friend feel about that?
They're very upset as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Like this, even just the tournament next, or like this month, was gonna have like hundreds of thousands of players, fans. They have to give everybody their money back. Everything is out of pocket. Like it's wild. They're really fucked.
Something bad had to have happened.
Yeah. Well, Nintendo has always been very shitty about the competitive scene, especially for Smash. And I was going to say this earlier. Be careful, Caleb, about being in a competitive scene that is run by Nintendo because they are shitty. But they want all of their games to be like family friendly, kid focused. And they don't see the positive sides to having a competitive scene. And they've just always shat on it.
Interesting.
We can talk about it more later. I was just like, I wanted to get that earlier.
I definitely think that could be an interesting episode. Is kind of like exploring Nintendo a little bit more.
We should get Nintendo. We should get Fielding back in, and we can just talk about all of the injustices they've done against the Smash community.
Because I want to know a lot more about that.
It's wild. Okay, but yeah, Psychobilly Freakout is a great song.
Great banger of a track.
Thank you, Reverend Horton Heat.
Shout out Revy Hort. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's still just at Junk House, but the Owen House is a 0.
Is zeros.
I probably won't remember to tweet tomorrow because I'll probably still be sick, but poggers.
And if you like email like I like email, which is a lot, then you're going to want to email us at junkhousemailbox@gmail.com.
Which we do have an email this week from Fielding yet again.
Send it to me. I want to read it cold cock. Let's do this.
We don't have to read all of it because it's just it is just a change.org petition called Sell Like a Stick Separately from Fun Dip. Fielding just sent that link with the title, with the subject being
the lick
Are we
sticks.
rocking with the stick lovers?
Okay, you know what? Junkies, get on that. We got to get the lick-a-sticks sold separately from Fun Dips, because what that also means, you get the Fun Dip without the sticks too on the other half of that coin. Snort that Fun Dip, put the stick where the sun don't shine. Have a good week. We don't have to actually stop there. Yeah, I just
as we say every week, email us at change.org link.
Yeah,
we'll read it live.
Us the funniest change.orgs you can find. I want that to happen more.
Yes.
We'll create a tier list of all the change.org links that are emailed to us.
If we like the petition enough, we will throw our support behind it. We will sign petitions that we think are sufficiently good. I'm not going to say we'll sign every petition because that could get bad.
That could be bad, but yes.
Anyway, Cordell, where's my lick-a-stick?
I put it where the sun didn't shine.
I bought a 100 pack of just lick-a-sticks. Cordell, where did you put all of them?
They're all in my anus.
My name is Markiplier, and I like lick-a-stick.
It's a psychobilly freakout!